Dude, remember we went to? I went with him to Florida. He got booked to go to Florida, and I was like, I'll just come with you, and I'll like host. And you were booked to feature.
Yeah, we did. We did a whole Southern tour.
A whole Southern tour. He brought me. I don't think anyone wanted me there at all. He brought me there. I forgot underwear first of all. I didn't pack underwear. I had no undies the whole time.
I was a feature, and I was like, I got a guy I'm bringing. That's crazy.
That's hilarious. The headliner stole his jokes. Yeah. The headliner was a guitar guy, and Shane would go up. I was bombing constantly, and Shane would go up. He was doing well, and the headliner started just like he was bombing on a guitar. Then he'd start doing callbacks to Shane's bits.
He did the whole,
and then he started just incorporating them into it. Was the craziest
did my
shit.
Act. By the last couple shows, he was just stealing the thing.
It was crazy, dude.
Whoa! But it was when I was new, so I was like, "That's cool."
Yeah.
You know, I was new enough to be like, at least he's saying that was good.
True.
But that was, dude, it was me, him, and the headliner in a comedy condo in South Carolina. We just fucked with this dude. He sucked so fucking bad, dude.
we were in a back green room, and there was like a plastic. You know, the plastic is supposed to look like crystal. Yeah. It was like plastic, like table stuff with lunch meat, and this guy's just crushing bologna, being like, "Guys, I'm on the road all the time. I can get pussy anytime I want." We're like, "Okay, dude."
Because we were, he was like, "Man, if I was your guys' age, if I was single like you guys, I'd be getting pussy too. I could go out there and get pussy if I wanted, but I'm not gonna." Like, dude, he was standing eating lunch meat on a tray in a club in South Carolina.
It's a guitar act.
Yeah, we're in like a closet, like a Mexican bowling alley. And he's like, "Dude, I could clean up out there, dude. You guys have no idea." We're like, dude.
Oh God.
Pretty sure you're just crying when we came in here.
He was absolutely. That was a fun fucking trip.
Dude, that was so fun.
It was so fun. Me and him were young and just bullying a headliner. Just fully like, "Oh, is that what you said?" Back in the condo. And he'd be like, "Yeah, it is."
Those weird headliners that, like dude, no one knows who they are, but they can kind of headline, and they go to some places and they've been doing it way too long.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
They can achieve this very high level of toxic bitterness.
It's Sith.
Yeah, you're around them, and then they have a couple beers, and they start looking at you sideways.
Yeah. Dude.
And they tried it. They're like, "Oh, dude, that was the guy." He was like, "Oh, you guys are doing a podcast?" I was like, "All right, I guess we'll see, huh?"
Just don't waste your time. Fucking dickhead, dude. Yeah, that was very funny.
He was just a bit.
What year was this?
Fuck, man.
16,
Yeah.
15.
But in his defense, back then, how many podcasts were there?
I don't know.
I think people had already figured out that you could make money off of it.
Yeah.
By 15, yeah.
There was enough. He just was saying, like, every comedian does it. Trust me, I tried it. It didn't work. It's not going to work for you guys. Like, dude, you suck.
I think the market's oversaturated now, but I still think people should do it. Like, if I was a new comic, like, if you're a new comic starting out now, you should do a podcast, even if no one's going to listen. Just keep doing it. Just do it and keep doing it, and then it'll grow. But there's so many of them now.
Yeah.
Like, trying to get an audience now, it's so much harder than it was 5 years
Yeah,
ago,
but
6 years ago.
I feel like if you're actively trying to get an audience, you just have to just talk. Like, I talk to myself when I drive anyway. I'll just talk and be like, damn, I should have recorded. It's so fucking good.
You talk out loud to
Yeah, I
yourself,
talk out loud
and
constantly.
You're like, damn,
it's
I'm good.
fire, dude. While I'm driving,
so good.
I talk to myself all the time. My kid will be in the back seat, and I'll be talking to myself and turn around and be like, I can't stop.
You like that one?
I can't stop casting.
You're casting, dude.
That's your thing always, is talking to yourself?
Sometimes I'll just talk. I don't realize I'm doing it. I'll be thinking, and I'll just start talking.
Jesus Christ, if I recorded what I was saying in a car.
Classified.
Be a quick podcast. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever talked to myself in the car.
Really?
No,
I
don't
do it
think
constantly.
so.
It's good.
No.
It's fun.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah, dude.
Like talking out loud?
Yeah, it's talking to yourself.
It'd be a good way to do
That's
a
fucking
podcast.
crazy.
Like,
Yeah,
if you had a Tesla, especially if you have a quiet car, you could like set up a camera and just do a podcast while you're driving.
Dude, I'm telling you, you access.
Bill Burr did stuff like that, but it was like more like him driving around, like, God,
He'd
look
give
at
a
this
tour.
fucking guy. Yeah, he was giving a tour.
That was
Funny.
good.
Yeah, those
you
were
give
good.
tours of like towns
Yeah.
and shit. You driving and just talking must be
Talking.
for real terrifying.
Fleshing out the ideas.
Well, that's the way a lot of guys come up with material. Like, that's how Dylan does it. He comes up with so
Podcast.
much material because he's podcasting
Yeah.
all the time. He's ranting about things, and some of them you can keep. Some of them are like genuinely good ideas.
2%, I would say.
But that's if you fucking sling 10 around, you pick up 2. That's pretty good. That's pretty nice.
I was trying the ones you and me workshopped a couple jokes this week.
Oh, yeah.
The seller did not like them.
Good.
The seller wasn't that excited about it. because I couldn't word it. I don't know how to word it.
How many sets did you do down there?
It's like 5 or 6 a night.
And so each set, the audience was similar?
I probably tried it twice and then scrapped it because I was talking to me and Matt did a podcast that day and we were talking about if there was like a parent sex like pride parade, like if you're see, it doesn't work.
No, if your parents flaunted their sexuality,
the way gay people do it at the pride parade, like if it was your dad and your mom on a float, like, and even a gay guy would be like, ew. And then I was trying to say like, look, I'm happy you guys are doing it, but that's how we feel. We're like, ew. I'm glad you're doing it, but gross, dude. And it didn't work.
Yeah,
Still didn't work.
I mean, it's funny.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's a fair point.
It's a good point.
I mean, again, do what you want to do.
The dog general worked.
Did it?
I might be onto something there.
The dog general.
That fucking dude that retired in the military with the dog mask. I don't even know if it's real. This guy from the military retired, and he was wearing a fucking leather dog mask in his uniform, like in front of the flag.
What?
It might be fake. I might have got tricked, but either way. They were using it on Twitter. He was like, Commander Bow Wow's retiring. Arf, arf. Like, that was the end of it. But they were using it on Twitter. They were trying to make fun of the U.S. military. They were like, here's China's military, here's Russia's military. And it's like skinheads that are like, yeah. And then it was, here's ours. It's a bunch of trans people and the dog guy. And the joke is, for real, that's absolutely more terrifying. Like, that's a truly scary military. That we had a furry with fucking missiles behind them.
Yeah.
That's like an actual lunatic.